Hey guys, welcome to the Play for Life Comics FOC show for 10/22/22. Hope everybody's doing well this evening. What this is ways to order books that are about 3 to 5 weeks from release. It's our last chance to adjust them. We attach a Google Docs sheet where you can fill out any that we have featured on the show. There's also a blank space for any we didn't feature on the show because there's dozens of FOC books every week that you can access through either previewsworld.com for most books or Lunar Distribution if it's a DC book. And you can put them in that blank space. That blank space is also great for if you want multiple copies of something. So, without further ado, because we got a good stack today, I'm going to jump right in. This is I Hate Fairyland #1. Scotty Young writes and does the art. These are great books. Actually, I don't know if he's doing the art on this one, but it's the return of his series that came out in 2015. If you didn't read it, it's hilarious. It's about a girl who gets stuck in a magical land after she wishes to get stuck there, but she's been there for decades. It's a hilarious story. They got some great covers. Here's your A from Scotty Young, your B from Scotty Young, and I'll switch that back and forth a couple times. The difference in the B is typically on their Bs, they always did, instead of I Hate Fairyland, it is F Fairyland. Kind of, you know, the language variant there. Got a C cover from Brett Bean. Peach Momoko D cover. Pretty good looking Peach Momoko. She's got two good ones on this week. So there's that. An art germ. Madureira. A Jenny Frison. And a blank sketch. So there you go. Good jumping back on point for I Hate Fairyland. Voyage is #1 of 5. This is from Image Comics. Now this one's interesting because they attach it to something real. It's what if one of the Voyager probes had found aliens on an uninhabitable planet, basically as the planet's dying, and they see the Voyager probe kind of as their kind of way out, their salvation. Um,
And if any of y'all young enough you don't know what the Voyager probe was, it was actually sent out by NASA to sort of map the solar system, but they also included like some uh, images of
yep.
humans and all that stuff in case somebody somewhere in the universe finds it. And I think it was about 5 years or so ago that the Voyager finally left our solar system.
Yeah, because it was big when I was a kid. I want to say it was
Mm-hmm.
mid '80s they sent
Yeah,
it out or something.
but I think it finally left. So now what they're tying the story to is potentially possible.
Yeah, I mean it's if you believe in the possibility of aliens, what's in this book could happen. So, speaking of aliens, we got Dark Horse Comics Resident Alien based off the show from Sci-Fi Network. The Book of Love. Harry, the agent who is trailing him, is trying to help him resolve some of his issues. So if you're familiar with the show, this is a tie-in with the show and could be a good read. And it's a good mini series, just 4 issues, so easy to track down. ASM 14. Now this is it's a prelude to the new story line called Dark Web, but it is also the first appearance of a new villain called Hallows Eve. So you got a great genre. I actually like this John Romita Jr. cover for once. You got a Cal Hotz Dark Web, very busy cover here on that one. Ed McGuinness. And Ed McGuinness does some really cool stuff, so I'm curious to see what his design variant will be there. And this is the Hallows Eve. This is her appearance. Looks like a hobgoblin, female version of hobgoblin kind of character. And you got a Staub Beyond ASM cover. Avengers Assemble Alpha. Now this one's interesting. This takes the 3 main Avengers teams. So the Avengers Forever, and Avengers of 1 million BC. So the three main titles that they've been pushing the last few years, or the last year or so, really, all coming together. They're jammed together, going up against one big major threat. Got a couple different covers. You got a J. Scott Campbell anniversary cover. Great Salvador LaRocca, Jane Foster Thor cover. And then Avengers Forever 11 with a Aaron Cooter. Guess you could call that a negative space cover, kind of, if that's your thing. I've seen that term put on covers I wouldn't call negative space, but hey, it's not something I'm chasing. So this, though, however, is they have found that there are in the multiverse, there's multiple copies of almost everybody. And the only person that there's not is Robbie Reyes. He's only one, so he becomes the all rider. So kind of like an all knowing, like kind of an omnipotent type character. So he's transforming from Ghost Rider to All Rider in this comic. You got a Jeff Shaw Red Wolf variant. Not sure what that means. Captain America Symbol of Truth, number 7. Now this one ties in with the Mahonda, which is the country Sam Wilson's been working with. But they bring back Ian Rogers, who is Captain America was stuck in an alternate reality with Arnim Zola's son, Ian Zola. And now he's coming back as Ian Rogers, as Nomad, to help Sam Wilson with what he's dealing with currently. So there you go. Got a Ken Lashley Extreme Marvel cover. Doctor Strange, best cover of the week. Doctor Strange Fall Sunrise. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't a big fan of this cover. It kind of reminded me of Yellow Submarine a little bit. Doctor Strange awakens alone in a new world and has to figure out what's going on. From the fantastical mind of creator Trad Moore, who did Silver Surfer Black, which was pretty wild. So I imagine it'll have a lot of that Trad Moore style. Very unique style.
Call it a 60s style.
Yeah, kind of psychedelic look to it. Kind of looks like some of the old, concert poster stuff and some of that. Got a Ron Lim B cover. This one is a cool cover. Has some of those aspects, but with kind of tighter line work to it. And I got to say, I am very happy with the way Marvel and DC are doing facsimiles. They've been putting out a bunch of great ones and a lot of them, and I'm enjoying it. I think they're great ways of doing it. This is a Fantastic Four 52 facsimile, so his first appearance of Black Panther. Jack Kirby cover. It's going to have all the ads in there. Great book. It would be cool if they did an oversized, because that story was a cool story and it encompassed numbers 52 and 53. But what are you going to do?
They may put out 53 next month.
Yeah, I mean, if they're pumping them out like that, who knows? And Fantastic Four in the 40s through 60s is ripe for doing some reprints. So let's bring it on. Planet Hulk World Breaker. So this one is kind of a continuation of some of the Planet Hulk stuff. It's 1,000 years from now on Sakaar, a young woman with green skin searches for the legendary Green Scar to help save her brother from a group of apocalyptic cultists. But which Hulk will she find? So there you go. Here's a new Planet Hulk miniseries set kind of in an alternate future. Or future. I don't know. I don't know that it's an alternate future. Cam and Coley Scar variant, B cover. Lionel Francis Yu, C cover. On to Star Wars High Republic #1 second print. This was the one came out maybe, I think it was last week. Had 4 or 5 first appearances in it. This is a second print on that. Star Wars Revelations. This is spinning out of what they've been doing the last few years with War of the Bounty Hunters, Crimson Reign, now with what's going on with Hidden Empire and Dr. Aphra. And this, I think, is going to bring kind of the traditional Star Wars lore stuff in with all these storylines they've been peppering in there, and maybe start wrapping up some stuff. You got a great Phil Noto A cover, one of my favorites. I really like this Brian Hitch B cover though, with kind of it's a good close up of Darth Vader. It's just a very striking cover. Peach Momoko, another one. I think this and the I Hate Fairyland. Definitely, I feel like Peach Momoko is stepping up her game a little bit, quality wise, for my taste. Star Wars Visions #1 second print came out last week as well. It was a cool story, cool art, black and white with pops of color in there.
Flew off the shelf here in the store.
Oh gosh, yeah. They went quick, and kind of wish I'd have grabbed one. I did read it, and but yeah, I'll probably grab a second print to hold on to. So I ended up selling my copy. It went so fast. Star Wars Yoda, greatest Jedi of all time. He's trying to figure out some stuff. He definitely starts on the swamps of Dagobah. He starts hearing voices, and he has to go off to Coruscant to protect the Jedi community. So, not sure what timeline this is set in, or what, exactly what time frame, but I'm going to guess it's between the two trilogies. Cam and Coley B cover. On to Strange Academy. So they're finally going against Gaslamp, is it Gaslamp? Yep, Gaslamp, who they have kind of cameoed throughout the last series and all that. And so yeah, they're finally going up against him. It should be the culmination of kind of what they've been doing. So if you've been reading this, it's been a great story. So definitely check that out. Baldion Extreme Marvel variant. Trading card variant on that one as well. Thanos Death Notes, spinning out of Donny Cates' Thor run. This is a one shot with Ron Lim art. Great Andrea Sorrentino cover. Thanos is missing and presumed dead, but Thor has seen a vision of his return, and it is enough to make even a god fear. So there you go. Big Thanos one shot. Definitely check that one out. Of course, we always offer 20% off our single issues. It's a $4.99 book, so it will be $3.99. Oh, there we go. B cover by Daniel Lacuna. Lionel Francis Yu Extreme Marvel variant. You got him with the big old sword and the Infinity Gauntlet on. Extreme X-Men. This is a new book coming out with Chris Claremont writing. Kitty Pryde has been under a massive psychic attack, and they all your favorite X-Men kind of come together and are battling this new threat. So definitely looks pretty cool. Has big implications for some of the major X characters. Got a Gomez B cover. Phil Noto homage variant. This is kind of a throwback to the #1, if I remember right. Peter Cannon Thunderbolt, Dynamite's martial arts millionaire, action hero returns, a high adrenaline reimagining. This is an old Golden Age character that Dynamite has kind of polished off and done a few things with over the years. They got Jonathan Lau A cover. So definitely check that out. Knowing Dynamite, by the time it comes out, there'll be 15 covers for the thing. Just a guess, but hey, that is their style. Found Us in the Walls. This is a Aftershock one shot. written by Cullen Bunn. Horror piece. One of the better horror writers. If you've not read some Cullen Bunn horror stuff, definitely check it out. He's great at doing creepy stuff. And man, the guy puts out some stuff. I mean, I feel like we've had a Cullen Bunn book every week for
2 months at least.
yeah. He does a lot of Halloween stuff, and he's a fellow North Carolinian, so got to back his work there. Oh, dadgummit. I hit the button again.
Then just tap it to add it.
There we go. All right. Let's see. On to Batman Spawn. Need I say more? There you go. They had 2 Batman Spawn books back in the 90s. They're bringing it back. McFarlane, Capullo. I think it's going to be awesome. They got a Blue Million covers we'll run through. But you can't go wrong with a big crossover. If you guys remember the 90s, crossovers were everywhere. We don't see them like that no more. So I got high hopes for this. I think it'll be good. Let's see. It is a one shot, but the last ones were too. I think it was Batman Spawn and then Spawn Batman.
Yeah.
And I don't remember. I don't think they tied in together really, did they?
No, it's just who published them. DC published
One and Image published the other. So you got a Greg Capullo A cover with Batman with Spawn on the ground. You got a Greg Capullo B cover with Spawn with Batman on the ground. Capullo being one of my favorite artists for both of these characters. Gabrielle Delato, killer cover there, C cover. Batman Spawn Sean Murphy D cover. Francisco Mattina, another smoking hot cover. J. Scott Campbell, great cover. Jason Fabok always does a great cover. Another underrated artist, I believe. Greg Capullo, Todd McFarlane, Glow in the Dark cover. Now, this one will be $1 more. But hey, if you're going to do a 90s book, go all in, right? Jorge Jimenez acetate variant. So they're bringing the gimmicks too. Black Adam #6 with an Irvin Rodriguez A cover. This is a great looking photorealism cover, in my opinion. Batman has had enough of Black Adam. Black Adam is mad because Batman's had a campaign to bring democracy to, I always forget the name of the country. To Black Adam's country. So he confronts Wayne. So there you go. Kind of a Batman head-to-head with Black Adam. Got a Raphael Sandoval cardstock B cover. David Lapham cardstock C cover. Kind of more off the animated series stuff. And a Carlo Barberi 90s cover, pouches and all. So there you go, very Liefeld-esque. He's even got kind of the goofy-looking feet on there, and that,
even got a gun on.
Yeah, and that weird pose, that old school pose. Catwoman 49, couple great covers again. You got your Jeff DeCall, a 90s Jim Ballant, very reminiscent of that Catwoman #1 from 94.
Yeah, that's what DC's been doing all month, is doing a 90s throwback cover to go with all their titles.
And that's when I was like really getting into the stuff, so I dig it. On the Nightwing 98, this is first appearance of Nightmite and Bitewing and all this stuff. So you got kind of a play on Batmite, Nightmite. So
because wasn't he introducing like the 50s Batmite?
Yes, and they introduced a lot of cheesy stuff in the 50s. He was in there. Very similar, and I've read some good storylines where him and Mr. Mxyzptlk team up. And
because he's Pitlick's from the 7th dimension?
Something crazy.
And he's like from the Batmite's from the 5th dimension.
Something like, yes, I believe that's right. But they're both, oddball characters too. Jamal Campbell cardstock B cover. Stargirl Lost Children. Now, this one sounded cool. It's an epic teenage DC hero event brought by the Teen Titans writer Jeff Johns, iconic Young Justice illustrator Todd Nowak. Now, I do like Todd Nowak's work like this. I just don't like those goofy headshot covers. Stargirl and the Justice Society and Green Arrow's ally Red Arrow discover a tragic teenage hero from the past has gone missing. Set out to find him, only to discover he's not the first teenage hero of the Golden Age to have vanished without a trace. But where have they gone? Who are they? And what does the childminder want with them? So,
And that's a new villain being introduced right there.
so it'll be first appearance of Childminder. So definitely check that out. On to another great facsimile, Wonder Woman 204, first appearance of Nubia. So again, I think they're actually doing good facsimiles right now. So there we go. There we have it for the day. Definitely get those orders in by Saturday afternoon, and we will have the books on the days of release. We appreciate it, guys, and I will do a quick plug. We are on Facebook and YouTube with these videos. On YouTube, we have started a new format of sales videos. Definitely check those out. Yeah, y'all have a great, safe week out there. Take it easy, guys.